barrier. Then it's over, under the hurdles. They've got to travel up the rope. Then it's across here. It's the hand ladder. For the guys, a hand bike, which is even harder. They then have to get across the rolling logs.
Then there's the sheer hard yakka of the cargo net climb. A sprint across the gantry and the heart-stopping ride down the zip line.
Then they slam down here on the mat. At this rate, the pulse rate is over 160 beats a minute. At the balance beam, they've got to really concentrate here. A slip can mean precious time lost. And then it's focus and get every bit of last energy you've got left, because you've got to make it up the Travelator.
Well, we all know why they call it the Travelator, and it's a heartbreak hill. The first to the top comes crashing through the paper burst and into Gladiator history, as well as a new Hyundai.
Add it all together, and I think you know what it's called.
The Eliminator decides who is the best of the best. This is the moment of truth. And Catherine cruised through her semi-final eliminator. She had a 7.5-second start and was never pushed. She did it in 1:16. Marisa overtook her rival on the net and came home in champion style in a record of 1:01. Now, Catherine's backstage with the physio. This looks serious. Dr. Peter Lawson's coming on camera.
Yeah, Kath injured her shoulder in that last event, and it looks as though she may have sustained a small fracture of the collarbone. Pending an X-ray, I'm going to put her through a test here to see if she can go through with some of the events involved in the Eliminator. If she passes the test, we'll let her go through.
Well, here's Catherine's test. They're going to put her up on the hand ladder, and let's see how she goes. Oh, look at the pain on her face. She knows she can't go on. This is a tragedy.
Well, it's been a night of high drama, our grand final night of Series 3, and it's now time for the female running of the Eliminator. Normally, we'd have two challenges here. But unfortunately tonight, Catherine cannot compete because she has a medical problem. She actually was injured during Hang Tough, and our medical team are with her right now. So, Marisa, we have you standing here at the start all on your own. How do you feel about that? I mean, the mental build-up for this event, knowing that you're going to be competing against Catherine, do you feel some sort of weight taken off your shoulders?
Yeah, I do, actually. I feel a lot of weight taken off my shoulders, but I'd still like to try and beat that record and make it up that Travelator.
That's what we have to point out. You are, of course, our record holder on this event for the female class, 1 minute and 1 second. We never thought that we'd get below the 1 minute 10, which is where the record stood before. Do you think you can break the minute mark?
I'm not sure, but I'll give it a go.
I think all the crowd here is going to be behind you tonight, and of course everyone in the ACT who's watching throughout southern New South Wales. Let's wish her all the best. Marisa Huettner is going to run the Eliminator event and through into a brand new car for the grand final of Series 3. Let's see you break that minute, Marisa. Good luck.
Challenger, are you ready?
Well, Catherine, we're all so disappointed for you. What a champion you've been. What a night it's been. Now Marisa has the clock as her only rival, and she's going to go out and try and beat that 1:01 record. The Canberra teacher goes up the rope climb, and she's looking a picture of grace at the moment. This 33-year-old who won her way through 3 grueling nights of effort against much younger opponents is giving it her all in this final eliminator. She knows she's got the Hyundai at the end, but she still has to complete it. Well, you're watching the record holder here, folks, go through her paces without a pacemaker. Marisa has a mighty record to break. It's her own. She can't afford one slip. She has to imagine going neck and neck with her rival as she comes down the zip line. She's got about 12 seconds left to beat her record. She'll need to power home. The balance beam of the Travelator left, and 6 seconds to do it. Off the balance beam she comes. She'll miss out on the record, but she's created another one because she's our 3rd female Gladiator champion. A great effort, Marisa.
Hey, well done. Come through. Straight through. There it is.
Oh, it's exhilarating. I just didn't think I'd get here, but I did. I had a great time. I'd like to thank all those people who worked really hard backstage. They were fabulous.
Hey, Marisa, you've just run through our Eliminator without a challenger. You haven't been able to be pushed all the way. Still a fantastic time of 1 minute 6, a great run.
Yeah, thank you.
Catherine, our love. Come through, Catherine. Obviously bandaged up there. There it is, some great sportsmanship there from our Victorian competitor. who would have given, without doubt, Marisa a fantastic run for her money had it not been for sustaining that injury. Catherine, a big round of applause for Catherine. And Catherine, thank you so much for being with us here on Gladiators.
Thanks a lot, Mike. I've really enjoyed myself despite the unfortunate end. But, you know, that's the way sports goes. And, you know, you live with it.
A true sportsman and a champion. Thanks very much for being with us.
Paul Reynolds has run the Eliminator 2 seconds faster each time he's been up there, finishing in a record 52 seconds in the semis. And Paul Stubbs is no slouch either. This Queensland dad has done it in 55 seconds in the corners.
Well, Paul, you managed to catch up with those points in Hang Tough. You were pleased with your performance throughout the evening?
Yeah, I should have done a bit better, but it's too late now.
So is this a pretty tough challenge, this final?
This will be the hardest final ever done.
Well, it's a real test for you. Now, you've actually completed the Eliminator in 55 seconds. However, Paul here has completed it in 52 seconds, which is a new record. You just keep breaking them, Paul.
Yeah, that's right. Hopefully I'll do it again tonight. I've switched on the turbos, poured in the nitro. I'm going to give it my best shot.
So you're going to be going to break the 50 tonight?
Well, I have got the toughest competitor here out of all the challenges. It's going to be a great showdown, great to watch. I'm looking forward to it. I'm sure Paul is as well. It's going to be great fun.
It sure is. Well, undoubtedly, it's going to be an unbelievable Eliminator. Paul, you've got a half-second start. It's not much, so I'll see you both at the other end. And one of you will get that Hyundai. So it's over to you, Marisa Huettner.
Paul Reynolds, you will go on my whistle. Paul Stubbs, you will go on John.
The classic contest.
Challengers,
The big, strong athlete versus a smaller, more lithe rival. The 27-year-old New South Wales dancer, the 31-year-old Queensland brickie, Reynolds in the red, Stubbs in the blue. As they come up to the rope climb, this is neck and neck, and look at this. Stubbsy's hit the lead on the handbike. But we know how good Paul Reynolds is on this game. As they go across the rolling logs and up to the cargo net, it's Paul Reynolds in front, but Stubbsy coming up the outside. The lead's changed 4 times already in this Eliminator as Stubbsy goes towards the zip line first. Reynolds right behind him, and look at this time. They are definitely set on a record course. Both off the zip line and both up to the balance beam. It's Reynolds in front, Stubbs just behind him, and Reynolds sprints off the Travelator. Look at the time, 49 seconds. Wow, that is fantastic. And Stubbsy breaks the record also. What an Eliminator.
Jump in, it's all yours. The crowd was going wild for you. Well done. What a race. Are you going to sit down? Go on, I think you need a seat after all that. That was just unbelievable. I've never seen such an exciting race. How are you feeling at the moment?
I can't believe it. I'm speechless. I've never won anything for such a long time. I'd like to thank Paul, yourself, Marianne Connolly, all the staff here. It's so professional. I've had a great time.
Well, you've got your acceptance speech worked out. You must have known you were going to win. Paul, I've got some great news for you. You just did the Eliminator in 49.5 seconds.
Well, that just goes to show how good Paul Stubbs is.
Well, it was great competition for you, wasn't it?
He was unbelievable up that net. I couldn't believe it. I thought he had me there. Then coming down the zip line, I thought, that's it. I've lost. But I just managed to stab on that beam and go as quick as I could.
Well, I think you both had your turbo boosters on, didn't you?
Yeah, oh, my girlfriend's going to be wrapped. Hi, Koto.
She sure will be. Well done. Ladies and gentlemen, our champion for the series, Paul Reynolds. Paul Stubbs, I've got good news for you as well. You just finished the Eliminator in 51 seconds. Well done.
It's not fast enough, Kimberly.
Not fast enough. You were pushing yourself, though, weren't you?
Yeah, he's always been quicker up the Travelator than me, so once I caught him, I thought I might have a chance, but he's too fast.
Well, you were absolutely neck and neck all the way.
Yeah, it was a good final.
And let me tell you, that Queensland crowd was right behind you, and so is your family right over there. I think you should go and give them a big hug. Well done. You've been a great challenger.
Thanks, Kimberly.
Well, a night of disappointments for our runners-up and a night of triumph for our winners, but some great news for all 4 challengers. Tonight, they will all be representing Australia in the UK in the next Ashes series. So, guys,
excellent.
You'll all be our representatives over in the UK. Stubbsy, Catherine, you'll be there as well. And, of course, for Marisa and Paul, they go home tonight with their brand new cars.
Well, that's the end of this series of Gladiators, but we will be back next week with a very special edition. So we'll see you then.
Look forward to it. See you then.
Good night.